Hello and welcome yogis to your 30-minute strength practice. Today we're going to be working a full body strength practice. So we'll be working a little bit of strength through the shoulders, definitely through the core, and a fair bit into the legs. All of these poses that we're going today will be for an inversion preparation. So whether you're doing handstands or forearm stands, the practice that we're going to be taking today will really prime and prepare the body for these practices. We're going to start reclined on your backs. So when you're ready, let's come down. Start with the knees hugging in towards the belly. You can take a little rock side to side. And then from here, let's reach both legs up towards the sky. Flex the toes back towards the face so you get a nice stretch through the hamstrings. And then point the toes. Flexing the toes back towards the face and then pointing the toes. Flexing the toes back towards the face. One more time, really flexing the toes as much as they can and pressing the heels towards the sky. Should feel nice and active through the legs. And then start to take some circles with the ankles. And circling the opposite way. And then coming to stillness and interlock the fingers behind the right leg. Flex the toes back moderately towards the face. Keep the left leg strong and then just lowering down towards the ground. Then you can let it rest on the earth, but keep the left toes flexed. Take another deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, lift the left leg up and swap over. So interlock behind the left leg. Right leg stays strong, so we're not just flopping through the leg. And then lower it down towards the ground. Hold it here. Flex the right toes back, left toes back. Stay for another breath in. And another breath out. Use your inhale to come back up, and we're going to bring your right ankle onto your left knee, and then you can bend your left knee, keep the interlock behind the back of the hamstring, and flex your right toes back towards the face. So we've got a nice stretch into our glutes. And from here, I want you to press your right ankle into your left knee. So you're kind of pressing the foot back towards the left leg. This should actually increase the stretch that you're feeling through your right glute. Hold it here for another 3, 2, and 1. Release, and we'll swap over sides. So left ankle, right knee, holding behind the right hamstring or this right shin. And then flex your left toes back towards your face, your shin. And then pressing your left knee into left ankle in towards the right knee. Keep going for another 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the legs, and then from here extending the legs up towards the sky, arms out to a T, lower back presses down, tailbone lifts, lower the right leg down, just maybe halfway. Inhale back up, left leg down. Inhale back up, right leg down. Inhale back up, left leg down. Inhale back up, lower back onto the earth, tailbone lifts, right leg down. Inhale back up, left leg down. Inhale back up, one more time with the right. Nice strong legs as you move. Inhale back up, one more time with the left. Inhale back up, and then hug the knees in, rock up and down the spine a few times, and then we'll rock all the way over to all fours. So from here, hands on the shoulders, press into the hands, knees underneath the hips. Start to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, opening the chest forward, belly melts down. Exhale, round in, chin to chest. Inhale to come forward, belly melts down, shoulders draw back. And exhale, round in, chin to chest. Inhale to come forward. And exhale to round in. Inhale, coming back to neutral. Tuck the toes under. Press into the hands. Hover the knees just off the ground. Keep pressing into the hands so the shoulders are stabilizing. Take another breath in. Stay for your exhale. And then knees come down. Let's walk the hands a little bit more forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Take a little pedal out of your feet. Walk the feet up towards the hands, coming the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. That's about 2 fists in between the arches. Take your elbows and allow the crown of the head to melt down. You might like a little rock side to side or a little sway. And then releasing the hands, ground down through the heels and just roll the spine all the way up to stand. Roll the shoulders back a few times. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Let's inhale to chair pose. So arms reach forward, press into the heels or weight to the heels, hips move back. Take a breath in, stay for your exhale. Inhale to come up, exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, weight to the heels, sit the hips back. Stay for an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, weight to the heels, sit the hips back. Stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. This time we're going to stay for a few breaths. We're going to use the breath to kind of pulse up and down. Nice and slow. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, weight back to the heels. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up, releasing. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale the arms up above the head. And exhale, bend the knees, bend the hips, fold forward down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands down, step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, come to your plank pose. Feet are hip width apart, so nice and wide. Press into the hands, hold it here for another 3, 2, 1. Heels over to the right side, hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Back to center, over to the left. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Back to center, hips up, downward facing dog. Take a little pedal out of the feet. Let's roll forward to our plank pose, knees to the ground, all fours. Hands over shoulders, knees underneath hips. Press into the hands, press into the shins, and then right leg extends back, flex the toes. Hold it here, maybe left arm reaches forward. Take a breath in, stay for the breath out. Hand comes down, knee comes down, take a little wiggle and release. Press into the hands, press into the shins, and then left leg back, right arm forward. Stay for a breath in, stay for a breath out. Hand comes down, knee comes down, take a little cat-cow, release. One more time, either side, so press into the hands, right leg extends back, left arm extends forward. And then let's go out to the sides and back to center. Hug into midline. Inhale, extend. Out to the sides, back to center. Hug into the midline and extend. Out to the sides, back to center. Hug to the midline and extend. Hand down, knee down, take a little swivel, release what you need. Left side, so press into the hands, press into the shins, cores engage, left leg extends back, right arm extends forward, inhale out to the sides, exhale back to center. Hug into the midline, inhale, extend, exhale out, inhale to center, exhale, hug in, inhale to lengthen. One more time, out to the right, out to the sides, back to center, hug in, and extend. Hand down, knee down, take a little cat-cow, release. From here, tuck the toes, walk the hands more forward, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Let's reach the right leg up towards the sky. See if you can keep the legs nice and strong. Press into the hands. And then right toes, tap the left heel, and then lift back up. 3 of these. Tap the left heel, lift back up. One more. Tap the left heel, lift back up. Knee to nose, hug in, shift forward. Inhale to take it back up. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward, place the foot in between the hands. Feet are nice and wide on train tracks. Bend to the left knee, roll up to stand. Inhale the arms up. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to focus on the legs for a moment now. So let's bend into both knees and then come up. Exhale, bend into both knees and coming back up. Exhale, bend into both knees and back up. 2 more. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. 1 more. Exhale down and inhale up. Let's lean forward 45. Right glute starts to engage. We're going to start to shift forward and lift the left leg up off the ground. Coming to warrior 3 pose. Take another breath in. Stay for the exhale. Hands to the ground, step the feet together, release. Ground the hands down, let's step the left foot back. Right foot back, plank pose. Then shift the weight forward, knees to the ground. Elbows to ribcage, chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back. Baby cobra, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Slight tuck of the chin. Release, press back through all 4s to downward facing dog. Then, left leg lifts. Try and keep the pelvis square. Left leg strong. Left toes, right ankle. Inhale, lift back up. Toes to ankle. Inhale, lift back up. 1 more, both legs are strong. Lifting back up, the knee to nose, curl forward. Inhale, back up. Knee to nose, curl forward, and place the foot in between the hands. Feet are on train tracks. Press into the feet, rise up, high crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. So we're just going to work on the legs for this one. So 5 dips. Take a breath in. Exhale to come down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. 1 more. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up. Lean forward 45. Feel your left glute engage. Shift the weight forward and lifting the right leg up off the ground. Flex the toes, nice and strong. And then hands come down to the ground. Step the feet together. Pedaling out through the knees. Roll up all the way to stand. Hands to heart center. Let's take a deep breath in. And letting it out. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to heart center. Let's shift the weight into the right foot. Draw the left heel in towards the back. Nice big step back. High crescent lunge. And from here, let's dip the back knee and come back up. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. We're going for Virabhadrasana 3. So warrior 3, shifting the weight forward, left leg lifts. And this time, left toes tap the right ankle and then lift back up. Tap the ankle, lift back up. 3 more. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. 1 more. Tapping and lifting, and then bend into your front knee. High crescent lunge. Hands come down, frame the front foot. Step back into your plank pose. Shift the weight forward. Knees on or off the mat. Chaturanga. Back bend, cobra, or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and exhale, release. Bend the knees, look in between the hands. Walk, step, or float. Top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up to stand, breath in, reach arms up. And exhale to heart center. Second side. Inhale, chair pose, weight into the heels. Hands come to heart center. Shift the weight into the left foot. Draw the right heel in toward the buttock. And then extend back. Stepping down, high crescent lunge. We're going to take 1 dip. So bending the back knee and lifting back up. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Start to shift the weight forward until your right leg lifts. Find your balance. And then right toes, left ankle, lift back up. Good, toes to heel, lift back up. 3 more, toes to heel, lift back up, toes to heel, lift back up. 1 more, toes to heel, lift back up, and then big step back, high crescent lunge. Hands come down, frame the front foot, step back to your plank. Optional flow. Your chaturanga, knees on or off the ground. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look in between the hands. Walk, step, or float. Top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to stand, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, next movement. So we're going to shift our weight onto our right foot, draw the left knee in. We're going to shift back into our warrior 3, and then our torso and our leg are going to be like a seesaw, and the hip is the hinge. So we're going to tip forward, lifting the left leg up, and then lift back up, draw the left knee in towards the belly, and extend it forward. Bending the knee, coming to warrior 3, tip all the way forward like a seesaw, lift back up, knee to chest, extend forward. Bending the knee, extend back, Virabhadrasana 3, tip forward, lift back up, knee to chest, extend out. We've got 2 more. So let's shift forward, little tip, lift back up, knee to chest, extend forward. And then last one, come all the way to Virabhadrasana 3, tip forward, hold it there, hands to the ground. And so you might like to step the feet together and take a little rest here. Or we're nice and primed and ready for a few handstand hops. So you might shift, if you're doing handstand hops, you might shift to the middle of the mat so you can use your hands onto the ground. Keep your right leg lifted, hands to the earth, and then a few little hops here. Pressing into the hands, look in between your thumbs, both legs are strong. Think about your hips lifting up, another one, and then step the feet together, take a forward fold, enjoy it. From here, bend the knees, roll the spine all the way up to stand, breath in, hands to heart center. Your right leg might feel a little different to your left leg at the moment. Let's even that out. So, weight into the left foot, draw the right knee in. And then we're going to shift forward, extend the leg back, like a seesaw, tip forward as your right leg lifts. Inhale back up, and then knee to chest. Extend it forward. Bending the knee, shifting the weight forward. Come to warrior 3, both legs strong. Tip forward, lift back up, knee to chest. Extend the leg forward. Bend the knee, shifting the weight forward. Little tip, lifting back up and extending the leg. 2 more. Coming to warrior 3, tip forward, lift back up, knee to chest, extend the leg. Last one, warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Little tip forward, hands to the ground. Again, you can stay standing splits, step the feet together, or have a little play with some handstand hops. So, if you're taking handstand hops, keep the hips nice and even, both legs strong, full palm on the ground, little hops, maybe 3, arms strong, and then step the feet together, take a ragdoll. Maybe a little sway. Release the elbows, and then bending your knees, come down to sit on your hips. We're going to take a reverse tabletop. So hands behind the hips, roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest, take a breath in, and exhale, press into the heels, lift the hips up. Take another breath in. Exhale, hips come back down. And cross the legs over, left leg in front of right, and then fold forward. So we get a little stretch through our lower back and our glutes. They've done a fair bit of work today. Taking a few breaths here, maybe closing down the eyes. Slowly walking the hands back up, bring the hands behind, soles of the feet onto the ground. Roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest, press to the heels, press to the hands, reverse tabletop. Chin can stay at the chest, or it can drop back if that feels good. Taking another couple of breaths, see if you can lift the hips a little higher. And then hips come back down, this time right leg crosses in front of the left. And then folding forward over the shins. If this is where you get a stretch, just stay there. Forearms might be on the ground, or you might have your ankle up on your knee. Whatever
is your body's shape for getting a stretch through the glute and the lower back. Slowly coming back up this time, so we can take reverse tabletop again, or we're going to take an incline pose as an option. So fingertips face towards the hips. You can have the knees bent if you like. Otherwise, toes point, legs are straight. Roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest. Press to the heels, lift the hips up. Holding it here for a few breaths. Try and lift the hips a little higher, legs are strong. And then hips come down. And we'll take our Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. So you can bend the knees a little bit if you like. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Maybe holding to the shins, the toes. Take an inhale, lengthen and lift the spine. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Let the crown of the head melt down. Couple of full breaths. One more full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale to come to sit. Reach the arms forward. Scoop in through the lower belly and slowly roll the spine, nice and slow, all the way down to the ground. Once you get onto your back, bring your arms nice and wide, feet nice and wide, and just take a moment in stillness. Yogis, this is where I'm going to leave you today. So if you'd like to stay for longer, if you have the time, I really encourage you to. Thank you so much for joining me for your strength practice today. Hopefully you feel nice and toned through your whole body. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. From my heart to yours, namaste.